That's one of the safety issues that people say. It's like, oh, it's going to go boom, and the AI is going to take over the world. There's a lot of reasons I don't think that's a credible position. And I think that we will go from a point where we start seeing things that credibly look like animals' behaviors and have a human voice box wired into them. It's like I tried to get Elon to say it's like your pig in Neuralink. Give it a human voice box and let it start learning human words. I think that I think animal intelligence is closer to human intelligence than a lot of people like to think. And I think that culture and modalities of I/O are make the gulf seem a lot bigger than it actually is. There's just that smooth spectrum of how the brain developed and cortexes and scaling of different things going on there.
Cultural modalities of I/O. Yes, language is sort of lost in translation, conceals a lot of intelligence. And so when you think about signs of life for AGI, you're thinking about human interpretable signs.
So the example I give, if we get to the point where you've got a learning disabled toddler, some kind of real special needs child that can still interact with their favorite TV show and video game and can be trained and learn in some appreciably human-like way, at that point, you can deploy an army of engineers, cognitive scientists, developmental education people, and you've got so many advantages there, unlike real education, where you can do rollbacks and A/B testing, and you can find a golden path through a curriculum of different things. If you get to that point, learning disabled toddler, I think that it's going to be a done deal.
But do you think we'll know it when we see it? So there's been a lot of really interesting general learning progress from DeepMind, OpenAI a little bit too. I tend to believe that Tesla Autopilot deserves a lot more credit than it's getting for making progress on the general, on the doing the multitask learning thing and increasing the number of tasks and automating that process of learning from the edge, discovering the edge cases and learning from the edge cases. It's really approaching from a different angle the general learning problem of AGI. But the more clear approach comes from DeepMind, where you have these kind of game situations and you build systems there. But I don't know. People seem to be quite...
there will always be people that just won't believe it. And I fundamentally don't care. I mean, I don't care if they don't believe it. When it starts doing people's jobs, and I don't care about the philosophical zombie argument at all.
Absolutely. But do you think you will notice that something special has happened here? Because to me, I've been noticing a lot of special things. I think a lot of credit should go to DeepMind for Alpha Zero. That was truly special. Those self-play mechanisms solve problems that used to be thought unsolvable, like the game of Go. Also, protein folding, starting to get into that space where